In 2026, information has become one of the most valuable forms of currency in the world. We are now living in an era of information capitalism, where knowledge is no longer just power, it is a direct economic asset. The people who understand, filter, and use information correctly are the ones creating opportunities, building businesses, and generating wealth at scale. In this video, we'll break down what information capitalism really means and why knowledge has become the new foundation of financial success. The shift from physical assets to information assets. In traditional economies, wealth was created through ownership of physical assets such as land, factories, and machinery. But in information capitalism, the most valuable assets are intangible. Data, algorithms, user behavior, digital content, and intellectual systems now hold more value than many physical resources. This shift means that a single piece of information, if useful, accurate, or scalable, can generate more economic value than traditional physical production. Companies that understand how to collect and use information effectively can scale faster, operate more efficiently, and dominate entire industries without heavy physical infrastructure. Knowledge as a product, not just a skill. One of the key changes in information capitalism is that knowledge itself has become a product. It is no longer only something you use, it is something you can sell, package, and scale. Online courses, digital guides, research reports, AI prompts, and educational content are all examples of knowledge being converted into economic assets. This transformation allows individuals to monetize expertise without needing physical goods or traditional business structures. In this system, the ability to organize and communicate knowledge clearly becomes a highly valuable economic skill. Data as the new form of capital. In information capitalism, data functions like capital once did in industrial systems. The more data a company or platform collects, the more powerful it becomes. Data reveals patterns of behavior, preferences, and decision-making. This allows businesses to predict demand, optimize services, and target users more effectively. Unlike traditional capital, data grows continuously as it is used. Every interaction generates more information, which can then be analyzed to create further value. This creates a compounding system where information generates more information and value increases over time. Attention as monetized information flow. Attention is one of the most important forms of information in modern economies. Every click, view, like, and interaction represents data that can be measured and monetized. Social media platforms, search engines, and content networks operate by capturing attention and converting it into advertising revenue or behavioral insights. In this system, human attention becomes a tradable resource. The more attention a platform can capture, the more valuable its data becomes. This is why content creation, digital marketing, and algorithm-driven platforms play such a major role in today's economy. The rise of knowledge-based businesses. Information capitalism has given rise to businesses that are built entirely on knowledge rather than physical production. These include digital education platforms, SaaS companies, content businesses, consulting services, and AI-driven tools. The advantage of these models is scalability. Once knowledge is structured into systems or products, it can be distributed globally with minimal marginal cost. A single piece of knowledge can serve thousands or even millions of users simultaneously, making it one of the most efficient forms of value creation. Algorithms as economic decision makers. In information capitalism, algorithms play a central role in deciding what information is visible, valuable, or profitable. Search engines determine what users find. Recommendation systems decide what content is promoted. Trading algorithms influence financial markets. These systems are built on data processing and machine learning, meaning that economic outcomes are increasingly shaped by automated information systems rather than human decision-making alone. Understanding how algorithms prioritize information has become a critical skill in modern digital economies. Inequality in the information economy. Information capitalism also creates new forms of inequality. Those who control data platforms, algorithms, or large information systems hold significantly more power than those who only consume information. This creates a divide between information producers, information controllers, and information consumers. Producers create content and data. Controllers manage platforms and systems. Consumers use and generate data without necessarily benefiting from it financially. This structure explains why a small number of platforms dominate global digital markets. Skills in information capitalism. In this economy, traditional job skills are no longer enough. Information-related skills are becoming more important. These include data analysis, digital marketing, content creation, coding, AI literacy, and knowledge organization. The ability to interpret information and turn it into actionable insight is one of the most valuable capabilities in 2026. People who can convert raw information into structured value are positioned to benefit the most from this system. Knowledge compounding effect. One of the most powerful aspects of information capitalism is compounding knowledge. Unlike physical goods, knowledge does not degrade with use, it improves when applied. The more information you learn, the easier it becomes to understand new information. This creates an exponential growth curve in intellectual ability. Over time, individuals or organizations that continuously learn and adapt gain a significant advantage over those who do not. This compounding effect is one of the key drivers of long-term economic success in the digital age. Information capitalism represents a fundamental shift in how value is created and distributed in modern economies. Wealth is no longer defined only by physical assets, but by control, understanding, and application of information. Knowledge has become a core economic resource, data has become capital, and attention has become currency. In this system, those who can collect, interpret, and apply information effectively hold significant advantage. Ultimately, information capitalism proves one essential truth. In the modern world, knowledge is not just power, it is economic value. The modern economy rewards those who can turn information into action. It's not about having access to knowledge anymore, it's about how effectively you use it. In a world flooded with data, clarity, skill, and execution are what create real value. If you found this video insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content on wealth systems, digital economics, and success strategies. Comment below how you use information in your daily life.